Today I'm going to explain to you guys how to fix one of the most common mistakes in terms of weight transfer on the forehand. So what is that mistake? A ton of people that hit with an open stance forehand tend to do the following. They're setting up on their open stance, they're setting up on their right foot, they have all their weight on their right foot, and now as they hit, they rotate and they push their body weight over to the left foot. Now why is that a mistake? Well, in general, we need to transfer our weight into the contact point, into the ball. The ball is on our right side, so as soon as my body weight shifts towards my left foot in this type of stance, I'm actually pushing my weight away from the ball rather than to the ball. Now why do people do this? Most of the time because they just got too close to the ball. Now we have to make sure that even if we get a bit too close to the ball, we still push our body weight a little bit into the ball, or at least don't push it away from the ball. So if the ball ends up a bit close to us, what we should do instead is push the foot over here so we're kind of forced to fall a little bit over to the ball. That's much better than if we're standing here and pushing our weight over to the left foot. So we want to make sure, ideally, that all our body weight transfers into the contact point behind the shot. In order to do that most effectively, we have to imagine that we're not trying to transfer our weight in the direction of our shot, but actually in the direction of where the contact point is. So if I'm trying to make contact over here on my side, right? Now I need to make sure that I get as much weight as possible transferred behind the contact point. That's the key to effortless power on the forehand. We don't want to push our body weight away from the ball or even forward. If I push my body weight on a cross-court shot, for example, I push my body weight forward, what happens now is I'm weaker here because I'm now basically more in front of the racket and not behind the grip, behind the contact point. So instead, I don't want to push here, but more here. So I'm really getting behind the ball with the most amount of body weight I can possibly push over there. Now I'm going to show you a couple of examples of how that would look if it's done wrong and right. There you go.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.